Hi everyone, this is Joy with Create It with Joy, and today I've made a birthday card with no stamping using pattern papers and die cuts from the Spellbinders December Winter Wishes card kit. Super easy and quick to put together, makes for a great and wonderful card. So here's the 3 pattern papers that I'm using and the 2 die cuts, the circle happy birthday die cut, and then the little frame circle that goes around so you can cut it out of your patterned paper. The first pattern paper was cut A2 size, and then the pink one was cut a tad bit smaller. So I cut out the first happy birthday, and then here is the frame that goes around it so you can cut the whole piece out. Now if you didn't want to, you could center that first die cut in the middle of your paper, and you could really make like a shaker card behind that image, but I wanted it cut out. Now here is this fun glitter washi tape that comes in the kit, and there's 2 colors, and this is the one that's a little bit more pink. And so I just cut out a piece of cardstock, excuse me, and I am just, adhering this tape to it because I wanted a glittered background. Just lined it up, butted it up next to each other, and then I'm just going to cut out the back piece with that bigger frame, that circular frame there. And even though you're going to have lines from the tape, you don't notice it. Now there's also this is Lawn Fawn's Sage Leaf ink, and I just inked up this piece of paper. Comes out darker than at the beginning, and then it lightens up as it soaks into the paper. And here I'm using some sentiments from the kit, some already pre-made sentiments, and I just trimmed it up because I wanted it to say, "Let's celebrate you." So I cut that off, and now I'm going to attach that to the remainder of this glitter paper, I guess I want to say, that I created earlier. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm also going to glue this to that glitter paper, and I'm using Ranger Multi-Matte Medium. Now with that sage green that I wanted to add to this cardstock, the flowers and the leaves that come in these die kits, I just cut those out of the pink and gold pattern paper and that sage leaf green from Lawn Fawn. So I'm just going to trim out this little saying. I just want to have a little edge of glitter around. Just trim that up a little bit. There we go. So now I'm just going to glue everything together. I'm using my Tombow Mono dot roller adhesive. It works great. This card is for my sister-in-law, so the music background paper is for her because she is a singer. Which I think when you can add some sweet touches, when you're making a card for somebody, it really does mean a lot to them. So obviously I'm popping that up on foam dots because I needed to have a little dimension. Just making sure that was straight, stick that down. Now I'm just placing in all these leaves, and these leaves were die cut and also had the embossed, like the little veins for the leaves, which really is fantastic. So adds a good amount of detail. So on the flowers, I just kind of bent up the edges a little bit because I didn't want them to be completely flat. So I'm just adhering those down. Added a little bit of foam tape under that one. And I cut flowers out of the green and the pink because for the pink flowers, I wanted to add the green centers. Really, I feel like this color palette is super simple. I was going to add a mint green, but for me it was a little bright. It still looked beautiful and it would totally work, but I did want something a little bit softer to not take away from that fun pink and gold patterned paper. So again, adding the other flower. Now I'm just going to stick these leaves in and just add those around to make a nice little arrangement. I really do love how this card turned out, and it really came together super quick. So these card kits are perfect for stuff like this. No stamping except for the sentiment that I stamped on the inside. So just adhering those with the Ranger Multi-Matte Medium. You could use a tape runner for this. I just wanted to be able to kind of slide it around when I got it underneath the flowers, so that worked for me. So we're going to finish up these leaves, and then we will start working on the sentiment strip. And for the sentiment strip, I'm just using the tape runner. That works great. I'm going to get that lined up. I love that this kit already had already made sentiment strips. Then there's no thinking. Sometimes you can just throw these together so quick. Then I popped up that last little piece with foam tape. Super cute, you guys. Now I'm going to be using Nouveau glitter drops in White Blizzard, and I'm going to be highlighting the happy birthday portion of the circular die cut. I felt like it needed to stand out a little bit, and I didn't want to add a color or anything like that to it, just a little bit of glitter, because I really did love the patterned paper that I used for it. And this card, to me, is full of color and life because of all the different patterned papers, so I really didn't want to add any more embellishments to it, which normally I like to, but I feel like it was absolutely embellished enough. Then I'm going to attach that to an A2 sized card base, and we are done, you guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. I hope your 2019 is going to be super awesome. I hope you get to be super creative for the whole year. Thanks again for all of your support, and I will see you back here real soon. Bye.